To talk about innovation ideas this week. And here's a collaboration of what I found, what people have shared. So please keep those ideas coming. Hey, it's Kim. And thank you for Friday innovation ideas. So keep those ideas coming. Please keep sharing them with me. So between what I find and read and think about and what people send me, thank you. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So here we go. Innovation ideas, food, entertainment, and kindness is what I'm calling this. So there seems to be a lot of innovation around restaurants and food, and it's because they're a necessity. And so they're having to come up with ideas. So the latest one I've heard is restaurants are turning their parking lots into drive-in theaters. So there you go, built-in social distancing and entertainment. I've also heard of food trucks doing this as well. Food trucks heading out to drive-in movie theaters, and or you might see a food truck at an empty parking lot watching a movie. Speaking of movies, did you see the Troll movie release that was online, right? So remember, big releases used to be in person, and we can't do that because of the pandemic. However, AMC was quite mad that Hollywood released the movie without going to the studio, and said they said they won't play along. And so the movie industry is definitely struggling, right? So now if movie theaters don't have to release there and they can do it online, what is the movie industry going to do? I've seen some monthly memberships. Those haven't been as successful. I've seen some higher end movie theaters, they'll have like food and alcohol and beverage and plusher seats. I think some of those are working. I've seen some small usage for like meetings or something, or performances or events during the day. But what if, what if some of those movie theaters actually were going to be the classrooms or the virtual classrooms or for college or high school, and they made the kids come in once a week or once a month, and it was in a movie theater? How cool would that be? Or what if it's a large virtual conference or sporting event? So if your town, like the Vegas Knights here, hopefully they'll be in the playoffs, but wherever the playoffs are, if they're not here in town, what if we could meet at some local movie theaters and watch the game? So we're with people that we know in a not huge environment, but a small environment. So that might be kind of fun. Now they've done that here virtually, where on the strip, the casinos will open up a big area like a big parking lot or a big open air space, and they'll bring people together for the sporting events. But what if the movie theater started doing that? Or what if there was a large virtual conference? And so maybe people don't want to travel to the conference, or maybe it's a regional travel. So maybe it's only an hour or two drive, and there's a couple of theaters that people can attend and watch the same conference and have that camaraderie. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's going to happen with the movie theater industry. I love this little story about the kid that is selling laughter instead of lemonade. There you go. Okay, photography again. Personal services are really stepping up. So now there's a virtual headshot, and it's done, surprise, surprise, via Zoom. So last week or last time I shared about porch photographs. Now we have virtual headshots. Service-based industries, if they haven't been online at all, are probably struggling, right? Because if they're going to start opening up right now, they can start taking reservations. But if they don't have anything online, how are people going to reach them? Even a phone number is going to be difficult for them to call and make a phone reservation if they don't have an online system to start taking those. So, a website, Facebook page, Instagram page. So hopefully those folks are getting online. So spread the message so we can help them out. Okay, so what is going to happen with all the commercial buildings post-COVID? I've heard stats between 10 and 20 and 30% aren't going to go back to the physical office. And who knows how many people are going to return or change jobs or start the gig economy early. Who knows what's going to happen? But what is going to happen with the commercial buildings? Is it just going to be a bigger co-working space? Who knows? That'll be really interesting to see what happens with those commercial buildings. If you have any thoughts, please post them below. I'd love to hear them. One of the issues I've heard percolate a lot in some of the different areas and different business groups I'm involved in is The employers have got money so that they can start to bring the workers back. However, the employees do not want to come back to work because between their unemployment and the $600 a week check, that is more money than they're making. And so now employers are having to figure out how they're going to get their folks back. So do they hire less at a higher wage to offset? So that one we're going to see. I know that some groups are taking that back to Congress and back to the government to see what they can do to help out. On a kind note, Switch to Kindness is my little headline I wrote for myself. So here in Las Vegas, the Chamber and Switch Networks have partnered to a Switch to Kindness campaign. And I love this because it is allowing everybody in the community to purchase gift cards from local businesses, and then those gift cards are going to be given to first responders. So Switch to Kindness. And I love this because it's a collaboration with two totally different groups. So what collaborations have you seen? This one's not collaboration, but this one is competition. And hey, we're America, competition works. So Google Meet and Facebook are trying to compete with Zoom for the conferencing. So Google Meet just launched their free platform. They redid their Hangouts, and I think it just launched this week. And I've looked at it, I played with it. We'll see. It's very, very simple. We'll see if they're going to offer it for free. So if you are a Google Suite purchaser, and I don't know if it's for the free accounts as well, but it's free till June or July. And then Facebook also is doing some free conferencing. And so I'll put some links below so you can check those out. Let's see, my last few items here are, here's a innovation I've heard. So there was a high-end designer and craftsman, and in 2018, they actually switched from the high-end component to making cabinets. Well, they have had to do that again. So now they're making cabinets because cabinets are deemed essential. What have you seen in the trade industry? What other cool stuff have you seen in woodworking, trade, design that people are doing that switch or that shift? I guess I'm always hesitant to call it pivot. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Pivot is pivot. I don't know. When I think of pivot, it still means like you have one foot in the past. And so I guess sometimes you're pivoting. I don't know. That word isn't always resonating with me, but please help me out. Let me know what you guys think. So industries we're not seeing a lot of innovation in right now. I'm not seeing a lot in residential real estate. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not seeing it. Yes, I see it from a bunch of the people marketing, but I'm not seeing it from the industry. A little bit from university and colleges, but getting online is not innovative to me. I mean, they should have been doing that a while ago. To me, I would think that their content, their curriculum, who they're attracting, what they're offering, I think that's where I'd like to see them go for innovation. So again, if you guys have any ideas, please comment below or email a story to me. Thank you for sharing those that reached out last week. Email me at info@onlinemarketinginabox, and I'll see you next week.